Welcome, welcome, welcome. Salutation, shalom. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for joining in, Declan, Ben. How are each and every one of you doing? This is not the usual midnight prayer. No, it is not. This is a little different. This is the cry of the mothers. We are going to be talking about the cry of the mothers tonight, or this morning, and we're going to talk about the second watch. What is it to watch and pray? Perhaps you are a chain breaker, you're a mountain mover, a prayer warrior, an intercessor, whatever describes you. All are welcome here, regardless of your beliefs. This is a safe place. We are here only to come together so that we can have the victory, because we are in the victory season. The victory season right here and right now. Each and every one of us has a victory. Not some of us, but all of us. This is a celebration time, so celebrate. And we're going to talk about the cry of the mothers. That's what we're going to focus on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you know, this is officially the Love Circle, but it is also a place where we come together to discuss dreams and visions and visitations and all of that and beyond. It's not just for one thing or the other specifically, but it's multifaceted. Thank you so much for joining in. For those of you that may be your first time, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Please connect Shifrah Yocheved Yisrael at gmail.com. That is where you can send all of your comments, your questions, your petitions, and everything else that may be on your heart or on your mind. So we're going to get into talking about the cry of the mothers. Earlier, I heard this in the spiritual realm. I heard something about the cry of a mother. And then when I heard it, I was wondering exactly which woman it was in history that was one who cried for her children and other children. And it was actually the mother of Yosef, or you may know this particular person as Joseph, who wore the coat of many colors. Many know the story about this one who was the youngest at the time, and the brothers despised this lad because of the father favoring this particular boy. And this woman is actually the mother of this particular person. You know this woman as Rachel, but her name was actually Rahel, because the C is silent in the Hebrew language. So this is what I want to share with you about Rahel. Maybe some of you are mothers, or your children have children or whatever, and perhaps you don't have children, but you still have a cry for the children. You still have a heart for the children. You still travail. And this is what we're going to be talking about in this second watch hour, about travailing. And as you know, there are many different prayer guides. They vary, but we're going to get into it and talk about what it means to travail, what Rahel went through. Rachel, Rahel, doesn't matter, same woman, whatever name you prefer to use. What she went through being a mother, and the challenges she faced as being a mother and wife of the well-known Jacob, or Yaakov, the one whose name was changed to Yisrael. So this woman had a lot going on, and many of us women have a lot going on today. And she had a cry. So I'm going to read some of what I found so I can share it with you. This is an excerpt. The cry of a mother for her children is powerfully depicted through the story of Rahel weeping over her children. The reference point is Yirmiyahu, or Jeremiah 31:15. And it indicates her tears and pleas for their return are seen as a symbol of a mother's unwavering love and a potent force and hope for redemption. Yes, this woman, she had definitely been through some ups and downs and turnarounds. And this is how it reads in Tehillim 56, known as Psalm. So you can follow along, but I will read it to you so you can have a point of reference for it. And it reads as follows. This is the Tree of Life version. Of course, you could follow in whatever version you prefer, or if no version at all. And this is Tehillim, or Psalm 56. And it reads, for the music director, a silent dove far away, a nectam of David, when the Philistines had seized him in Gath. Be gracious to me, O Adonai, for a man has crushed me. Fighting all day, he oppresses me. My foes trample me all day. Correction, that's verse 3. My foes trample me all day, for many are fighting me arrogantly. In a day when I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. In you, I keep praising your word. In you I trust, I will not fear. What can mere people do to me? All day they twist my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. They stir up strife. They lie hidden. They mark my steps, eager to take my soul. In spite of such sin, will they escape? In fierce anger, O Adonai, cast down such people. You have recorded my wanderings. You put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book? Then my enemies will turn back in the day I call. This I know. You are for me. In you I will keep praising your word. In you I keep praising your word in You I trust. I will not be afraid. What can people do to me? I am under vows to you, O Adonai. I will present thank offerings to you, for you have delivered my soul from death and my feet from stumbling, that I may walk before you in the light of life. It sounds like a lot going on in that conversation, that recording or writing. And here this is Jeremiah or Yirmiyahu, and this is 31, 14 to, let's see, 29. So this is chapter 31, but the verse starting in 14 to 29. And it starts off with the subtitle, Grief Turned to Joy. Thus says Adonai, a voice is heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rahel weeping for her children, refusing to be comforted. She is refusing to be comforted for her children because they are no more. Thus says Adonai, restrain your voice from weeping and your eyes from tears, for your work will be rewarded. It is a declaration of Adonai. When they will return from the land of the enemy, so there is hope for your future. It is a declaration of Adonai. When your children will return to their own territory, I indeed heard Ephraim grieving. You have disciplined me. I was disciplined like an untrained calf. Restore me, and I will return. For you are Adonai, my God. For after I returned, I repented. And after I was instructed, I struck my thigh. I was ashamed and also humiliated, for I bore the disgrace from my youth. Is Ephraim a precious son to me? Is he a delightful child? For as often as I spoke against him, I still certainly remember him. Therefore, my heart yearns for him. I will surely have compassion on him. It is a declaration of Adonai. Erect road markers, set up signposts, set your heart toward the highway, the way by which you travel. Return, O Virgin Israel, return to your cities. How long will you waver? O backsliding daughter, for Adonai has created a new thing on earth. A woman surrounds a man. Thus says Adonai Sabaoth, the God of Israel. Yet again will they use this expression in the land of Yehuda and in its cities. When I will return them from exile, Adonai bless you, O dwelling of righteousness, a mountain of holiness. Adonai bless you, O dwelling of righteousness, O mountain of holiness. Yehuda and all its cities will dwell there together, the farmer and those who go about with flocks. For I will satisfy the weary soul, and every languishing soul will refresh. At this point I awoke and looked around, and my sleep was sweet to me. Behold, days are coming. It is a declaration of Adonai, when I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Yehuda with the seed of man and with the seed of the beast. Now, just as I have watched over them to uproot and to pull down, to overthrow, to destroy, and to bring disaster, then I will watch over them to build and to plant. Says Adonai. This is verse 28. In those days, they will no longer say, the fathers have eaten sour grapes and the children's teeth are blunted. Rather, each will die for his own iniquity. If anyone eats sour grapes, his own teeth will be blunted. So we can have hope. We can have our joy restored knowing that our grief will be turned to joy. And what was it about this woman and her cry, travailing and crying out for her children, and not just her children, but for other children, for the children of other mothers, as she went through so much deep sorrow throughout her life? Think about what she went through. It was really deep. It was super deep. Can you imagine her strong desire to be with this husband and knowing that her sister was actually given first because of her deceitful father? I mean, it's just so much betrayal, so much sorrow, so much sadness. But we know that that grief can be healed within us, that sorrow can turn to joy, and that mourning to dancing. But she definitely had a heart cry. Her heart was heavy and she cried out. She travailed. She may have screamed and shouted. But in this spiritual hour right now, many mothers and many women are crying out in silence, in public, or sometimes both, in silence, in private, and also in public. They're crying, they're screaming, they're wanting their voices to be heard. Why? Because they're crying out for their children and their children's children, and even their children's children's children to come, and not just for their own bloodline and love line, but for those of the others around them, those that they know and those that they don't know, those that they have met and those that they haven't met. It's such a deep cry. It's like you could feel it deep down in your stomach and beyond. It's difficult to explain it, but then the tears flow unexpectedly. And you sense that you want heaven to touch earth. But then you also sense that something broke in the spiritual realm. Something is breaking and something is shaking. Something is happening that cannot be expressed by mere words. It's bigger than life itself. It's bigger than a number, a name, a picture, a word. It's huge. It's indescribable. What is going on, you may ask yourself. Sometimes you may not know. You may not know where to turn to. But look at these sweet flowers, purple flowers, and also these sweet vanilla tea light candles that has such a sweet aroma. And you can't actually inhale, and your nose cannot actually know this scent through this video, but you get the understanding of exactly what is being translated. It's deeper than the natural. It's so much deeper than this earth and this natural world. But just know that we are not alone. You are not alone. Whatever you've gone through, whatever you are going through, if you have grief, you will receive comfort. Deep pain, that pain will be removed from you and uprooted. If you have a cry, that cry will turn to laughter. It is going to happen. It may not seem like it will happen, but I'm telling you, it will happen for you. And it will happen suddenly. It will happen quickly. And even those of you that are desired to have supernatural provision and you just don't know what is going to happen next, and you're torn, you're tossing and turning at night, and even early in the morning, you're not getting much sleep. You're like, I need the answers to my questions. I need the solutions to my conflict. What is going on? When am I going to see the victory? I keep hearing everyone talking about the victory season and celebration time and congratulations and mazel tov and all of that. But where is it? When is it coming? Why haven't I seen it yet? What did I do wrong? Well, you are going to see the victory. We all are going to see a victory. We have to continue to push. We have to continue to pull and to press and to know that we will have the victory. We will move the mountains. We will take down those giants that are really not truly giants. We will cause a disruption in the spiritual atmosphere, most definitely. We are drawing a line in the sand. Enough is enough. We will no longer allow that which is not our portion to enter into our hearts or our minds and invade our thoughts. It cannot be so because we are covered by the feathers of the Almighty, who is the one who they call the King of glory and splendor. The one, the name above all names, Hashem, our maker, Adonai, El Shaddai, whatever name you have, Yah, Yahuwah, Jehovah, whatever name it is, there is only one. Ahad is one in Hebrew. But just know in this spiritual hour that you have to let go of everything that is keeping you from going through those open doors to that joy, to that peace, that shalom, to that victory. Close the door. Do not allow it to stay open. Whatever is not your portion, do not take it. Do not receive it. Do not speak it. No, reject it. Rebuke it. Do not take it. Do not speak it out into the atmosphere over yourself or anyone else. Rather than to say, I am poor, I am sick, I am tired, I am weary. You have to speak what you want to see into the atmosphere because this is a voice-activated environment. It's a voice-activated atmosphere. It's a voice-activated place. So you have to speak what you want to see. It may sound a little strange, but I'm telling you, it's supernatural. And just so you know, weird means supernatural, honestly. So we have to have the understanding of the meaning of what we see, the signs and the symbols and dreams, visions, waking life moments, divine encounters. We may not have all the answers, but the key is obedience. We have to be obedient to do exactly what our Maker, our Creator is nudging us to do in this time, in this season and time, in this spiritual hour, to go forth and do it. It may not always be easy to say yes, but didn't the little boy say yes? He didn't know who was calling him, but he said, yes, your servant is listening, or your friend is listening, whatever word you want to put there. But just know that you are loved from the Holy One above, who is El Elyon, the Most High, El Shaddai. You are not forgotten. All of your tears are not in vain. All of what you went through, all of the pain, all of the betrayal, whatever it was, I'm telling you, anything that you have experienced that is negative, that is not good, and the opposite of it, did not come from our Maker, our Creator. It came from another place. It came from another atmosphere, and we have to remember, we have to shift the atmosphere. When the atmosphere becomes dark, we have to shift it. We have to overcome. We have to overthrow, override, overrule, and overturn all that is not our portion. We have to say no. We cannot approve it. We have to reject it. We have to deny it. That's exactly right. We have to close the doors. The chains have to be broken. The chain breakers are in the room right here and right now, for such a time as this, so that we can take back the territory, we can take back the regions, we can take back the land, and we will recover all. This is not the end of your story. No. This is not the end of your story. All you have to do is keep rehearsing, keep repeating what the promises are, whatever it is for your life. Perhaps you've been called and chosen to be a photographer, or you've been called and chosen to be a writer, or a singer, or a dancer, or whatever. Maybe it may be a life coach. Maybe you're called to be a prophet to the nations. You're called to be a prophet or prophetess to the nations, or you're called to be a mother, a spiritual mother. Perhaps you're called to be a baker and you're supposed to bake up some plant-based cakes. Or you're called to help people with nutritional goals that desire to lose weight and maintain excellent overall health. Whatever you're called to do, just like that little boy, you must say yes. You must say yes. It requires you to accept the invitation. So say yes to it. Your heart is heavy, but your heart cry is being heard. Your war cry is being heard. Your tears are being acknowledged by our Maker, our Creator. You can continue to cry out. You can continue to cry and know that your tears will be turned into joy, because when you sow in tears, you will reap in joy. Yes, you will. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it for 1 minute. Never doubt it. Never ever doubt it. Never ever believe that it won't happen, because it is going to happen. So perhaps you're a mother, or perhaps you're not a mother, and you are crying. You are travailing for your natural children, your spiritual children, your daughters and your sons, because you desire to see them prosper. You desire to see them walk down the right path and to open the right doors and to close all of the wrong doors and to be obedient to our Maker, our Creator, the Most High, El Elyon. And you've been crying for months. You've been crying for months. You've been crying for weeks and days and years. And you keep wondering, when is it going to happen? Well, I'm telling you, keep pushing, keep pulling, keep pressing. Pray until something happens. Praise until something happens. Push until something happens. Proclaim until something happens. Prophesy until something happens. Don't give up. Never give up. Even on those who are turned against you, don't give up on them. Don't give up on anybody. Continue to travail. Continue to fan the flames and stoke the fire within. Let it burn. Let your passion burn. Let your passion continue to burn with pure, perfect, divine love, even for those that hurt you. Forgive them. They may not understand what they even did. They probably have been trapped and tricked in it. And in confusion, they have a mindset that is not anchored in what is right and righteous and holy. What is it that you desire? Perhaps it's a son or a daughter who has turned the wrong way, who has gone astray, who has done things that you never, ever thought they would do. You may not know what to say to them. You may not know what to do with them. Give them to the Most High, El Elyon, El Shaddai, who knows exactly what to do with that daughter, with that son, or with that one who is not maybe your biological child, it doesn't matter, but a spiritual daughter or a spiritual son. Give it all. Give it all to our Maker, our Creator. Lay it all down. Don't carry the heavy weight. It's not yours to carry. Continue to be strong and fight, and know that your prayers are being heard in heaven, in heavenly places. You're not forgotten. You're not unseen. You're not invisible. Your voice is being heard. Just continue to wait. Be patient. Continue to travail. The tears may fall. You may be shook up or shaken a little bit, but the day will come where you will have joy and laughter, regardless of the outcome. You will have that joy. You will have that laughter. Even say it. Speak it over yourself. Say, I will have joy. I will have laughter. All of the sorrow is gone. All of the grief is gone. All of the pain is gone. All of the misery is gone. Don't have another sleepless night or another sleepless morning or a day that is restless. Allow yourselves to be emptied out completely, to be overflowing with the Spirit of our Maker, our Creator, the Most High, El Elyon, El Shaddai. Sometimes we have to be emptied out so we can be filled up again. Sometimes we have to go through the night when we cannot sleep so that we can feed our spirits and be more concerned and diligent about feeding our spirits than feeding our natural bodies. Oh, how sometimes we have to starve our bodies and starve our minds and deprave the soul of what it desires. But we have to go deeper and we have to feed our spirits and feed our souls excellent food that is nutritious and of good value. And we have to guard our eyes and our ears and our hearts and our minds and even our bodies, and not to allow what is not good for us or what is not our portion to come close to us. Because we have to keep in mind that when we allow it, it affects our love line, it affects our bloodline. So we have to close the doors of addictions and afflictions, lack and poverty, chaos, confusion, delusion, and everything else. We have to close the doors, allow the doors to be shut and closed and sealed forever, never to be opened ever again. Never, ever. So our yes is required. We have to say yes. Yes, you will have joy and you will have laughter. You will have it. You definitely will. You will have joy and you will have laughter. Your labor was not in vain. But just keep in mind, there are some people that you have to allow to leave your life for a season. And they may come back when they're in right standing with our Maker, our Creator. But until then, it's best to let those go that are not for you, that are not sent by our Maker, our Creator. And allow those to come in who are truly your helpers and divine connections. And you will know the difference. Yes, some can pretend for a moment, but you will be able to detect it because you have a spiritual detector to know exactly who it is. So everything that you need is already within you. It's inside of you. It only has to be pushed out like a woman giving birth to a baby. So it requires you to push. It requires you to continue to push until you birth the promise out of you. The pushing may be a little painful. It may be uncomfortable. You'll feel the pressure, but you have to push it out. You have to push out that promise. You have to push out your promise. It may not be a natural baby. It may be a spiritual baby, but you have to push out that promise. You cannot allow it to stay inside of you. You have to push it out. And once you push it out, the heaviness will be gone. The tension will be gone. You will feel relief in your mind, in your body, in your soul, and in your spirit. You will feel a release. and you will come into a place of rest. Because for many of you, it is your time to rest, a season of rest. You have been laboring for way too long. You have been wanting to help others. But this is the time for you to be replenished and rejuvenated and revived and restored and reset, not just spiritually, but physically. It's going to require you to make specific changes to the food that you eat, to what you allow to go into your ears, your eyes, what you meditate on, who you are around. Some of you may be disconnected from people that you may not want to be disconnected from, but it's necessary for you to go to the next level, for you to be elevated. And in the right time, you will come out of that place and you will be reconnected if it is meant for you to be reconnected. But don't be like that woman who looked back and turned into a pillar of salt. Oh, forbid, don't be like that woman who desired to go back to that place that she was being set free from. Don't go back to Egypt. Please don't go back to Egypt. I beg of you, don't go back to Egypt. And yes, we're not supposed to beg or borrow. That's another word I have for you. Those of you that are being told that you have to beg, you have to borrow, you have to ask for this, you have to toil and labor for that, you have to do all of these things so you can be one who receives that rich royal inheritance. That is a lie. There are so many lying tongues roaming around. Be very cautious. Be very cautious and careful, because you do not want to forfeit your own birthright. That's what's going on with a lot of people right now, because they're in the rooms where they're not supposed to be. They're connected to people they're not supposed to be, that are pretenders, that are disguised as friends, that are disguised as helpers, that are not truly helpers at all. So be very, very careful. But don't be superstitious, but be careful and cautious of who you allow to get close to you, who you allow to know your secrets. Because there are hidden treasures in each and every one of us. But we are always to examine everything carefully, even our own hearts and minds, to be sure that we're doing the right thing, that we're going down the wrong path, that we're going down the right path and opening up the right doors. But just know that you're covered by the feathers of the Most High, the Almighty, and nothing, no hurt, harm, or danger will come near you or your dwelling place. Not for your bloodline, your love line, or those close to your heart that you care for. You may be at a distance from them, or you may be in a temporary separation, but I'm telling you, the reconnection, the reconciliation is going to be awesome. It's going to be so incredible. There's going to be so many divine transformations that is going to make us all just be speechless, completely speechless. So perhaps your mother or your spiritual mother, and you're travailing and you've been crying. You've been crying in the secret place. You've been crying in public. You may have been crying in private. You may have been doing some both. You're crying in private. You've been crying in public. You've been trying to hold back the tears. But your time of tears has come to an end. Oh, yes, it has. You have entered your joy season. You have entered the victory season. It doesn't mean that you won't have some challenging moments, but you have crossed over. Congratulations. You have crossed over to the promised land. And you will see the victories. You will see it. You will see heaven touch earth, because the spirit of El Elyon, the Most High, is in our midst. We are not forgotten. We are not forgotten. We are not helpless. We are not hopeless. We are not powerless. So don't listen to the lying tongues. Don't listen to the lies of the enemies of us and our Maker, our Creator. Listen to what speaks love. That's the firm foundation that we build on. Listen to what speaks life. And who speaks life? The word in the Hebrew for life is Chai, which is spelled Chai, which is a part of the name of the first mother who they call Eve, but her real name in the Hebrew language, Aramaic, was actually Hava. And you may ask, what is the word for love in Hebrew? There are many different words. The Hebrew language is very interesting because you can translate a number into a word or name. And the word for love is ahava, Ahavah. It is ahava. So as you travail, follow the divine instructions of the Most High, El Elyon, our Maker, our Creator. Just be sure that our Maker, our Creator calls you friend. We need to be called friends, not slaves, but friends, not servants, but friends. That is the highest relationship, to have a covenant with our Maker, our Creator, and be called friend. Our ancestors, the matriarchs and the patriarchs, were called friends of our Maker, our Creator. And women are not secondary, no. There are many women in history in ancient times reigning and ruling right with their husband kings. Trust me. Aquila and Priscilla, many of them. Queen Esther and the King of Persia, there are many of them. We could go on and list them, but put your name there. Put your names there, whoever you are. If you don't already have the one who our Maker, our Creator has chosen for you, the ultimate matchmaker and the only true Cupid, wait. The promise will be fulfilled. Don't be anxious. Don't rush. Don't accept the counterfeit. Don't accept the counterfeit. The counterfeit will never lead you, will never ever lead you to the promise, ever. I'm telling you from what I have experienced for myself, not what I heard. I've had counterfeits before. And all the counterfeits do is cause sorrow, stress, and strain. That's it. That's all a counterfeit is going to do for you. It's not that you're to dislike or hate the person, but you just have to disconnect from that person completely. And then you will have a time to be healed from the brokenness, from the pain, from the rejection, from the betrayal, because it's a relationship that is unhealthy that we were never supposed to have in the first place. Believe this, our Maker, our Creator is not giving us a replacement for a counterfeit, because the counterfeit was not supposed to be there in the first place. But that's for another date and another time. We're not really talking about marriage tonight. We're talking about a mother, a natural mother, spiritual mother who's travailing, who's crying out on behalf, and not just her baby or babies of other mothers, and desiring to see them safe and sound, and desiring to see them out of harm's way from those who desire to hurt them. We have so many stories about it, so many scenarios. If you remember the story about the baby boy, how the Hebrew midwives and the daughter of Pharaoh rescued the little baby, Moses. The midwives that helped to rescue the baby, Shifrah and Puah, have been mentioned so many times for that. And also there are others. The mother Moshe, Miriam, and Aaron, Yocheved. And then, as you know, Israel is not a land particularly. Israel is a tribe and a prophet. Israel is a man who was anointed and appointed by the Most High, El Elyon, El Shaddai, our Maker, our Creator. our master, our ruler. There's only one true king that rules and reigns, that has a kingdom. So don't have any fear. Let courage be your portion. Desire to get the divine wisdom from above, clarity, understanding. Some of you are so prophetic, you keep seeing numbers, you keep seeing names, words, symbols, colors, animals, insects, or whatever it is. Just know that you will see the miracles, you will see the promises, you will see the victories, you will see the blessings. We are blessed to be a blessing. Just know that you are blessed. Keep stoking those flames. Keep fanning the flames, the fire, which is love, and never let it go out in your heart or your home. Regardless of what happens to you, let go of the pain. You just have to let it go. It's difficult, yes, but you have to let it go so you can birth the promise. It's necessary for you to birth the promise. So birth forth the promise. Congratulations, blessings, mazel tov. But for those of you that are the women, the mothers who are crying out in the land, who are crying, weeping, relentlessly, travailing, your tears are going to be reaped into joy. Your tears will be no more. You will have joy. The joy will be yours. There's no need for you to cry. The only way you should be crying is that you cry in tears of joy. We declare and we decree right here, right now, that all of the sorrow, all of the grief, all of the anguish, all of the pain is uprooted from you. That the balm of Gilead is pouring deep down into the crevices right now, deep down into your mind and your body, your soul, your spirit, that is continuously pouring to heal everything within you, that your soul will be healed completely from all of the wounds and the tears, that the scars, even the scars, will dissipate. I'm telling you, our Maker, our Creator does not play at all when it comes to any of you. It doesn't matter what you think about yourself or what others think about yourself. You have greatness within you. You are a treasure in itself. You are a masterpiece. You are a rare gem. You are gold that has been refined and is in the process of continuously being refined. You are being cleansed and purified and washed and refined. You are being purged and pruned. But you are not forgotten. You are always loved. You are always a daughter that is loved. You are always a son that is loved. No matter what you have done, no matter what has happened in your life, you will recover all, and you will see the glory of El Shaddai. You will see the glory of the Most High. Just hold on tight. Hold on tight. Don't give up, don't give in, and don't give out. You will see the victory in real time. That's right. So we're going to come together and have a moment of prayer for all the mothers. We have to continuously warn the spirit and pray for all the mothers continuously and prophesy over them, because they need that life. They need that life and they need that fire so they can keep going, that holy fire, because they're carrying so much. They're carrying so much in the spiritual realm. They're carrying so much in the natural world. And they need support. They need to be encouraged constantly, not just sometimes, but all of the time. We must encourage them. We must be their encouragers, and we must be their support system. So we're going to come together and pray for all the mothers in every nation, every tribe, and every tongue, in North America, South America, Europe, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Africa, and beyond, in every region and every territory. We come together not to beg, not to borrow, not to wine, but we come together to declare and decree, but first giving all of the accolades, all the honor and praise to our Maker, our Creator, the Most High, El Elyon, as we cry out for all of the babies, all of the children, all of the youth in every nation, of every tribe and tongue. Oh Abba, oh Adonai, oh Most High El Elyon, we cry out to you together, not just those of us that are mothers, that are travailing, but for all of us that are crying out. We cry out and we first express gratitude to you for our daily bread, for living water, for sustenance, for meeting our basic necessities, for giving us everything that we have. May we take nothing and no one for granted. We thank you for food and clothing and shelter and transportation. We thank you for new doors opening up for us, doors of opportunity, so that we can prosper, we can excel, so that we can bless many nations and generations. We know that this gold and silver and all this prosperity and wealth that you're giving is not just for us and our love line and our bloodline. We know that it is for even the strangers in the land, even those who are not even kind to us, even for our enemies. We know it's for everyone, for all of us. So show us, give us the divine instructions and lead us and guide us down your perfect path to have the right mind, the right heart, the right spirit, the right attitude, so that we can be kind to all people, so that we can be generous givers to all of those who stand in need of something. It may just be clean water for some. It may be food for others. It may be clothing for others. Some may not be in need of anything tangible, but some just may be in need of someone to listen to them and give them a hug, or just to hear them and just to care about them and share things with them. Maybe they don't have any family. Maybe they don't have a husband. They don't have a wife. They don't have children. They don't have a pet. They don't have anything or anybody, and they're all alone. But they're not lonely, but they're alone in this season. Check on them, reach out to them. Maybe they're a neighbor of yours. Maybe they're at a distance in another state or another nation. There are many different ways to reach out. So reach out to all of those that are laid on your heart, because we are here to help one another. We're not here to hurt one another. We cry out for all the division and the strife and the prejudice and the discrimination and all of that hatred and gossip and backbiting and slander and all of that malice to be uprooted from people, so that we will be kind to each other, that we will be nice to each other, even when it may be difficult, even when others just annoy us so much or irritate us. May we always be loving and kind, for we never know what the other person or the other people are going through, because sometimes people, they suffer in silence. But even those that are suffering in silence in this spiritual hour, we cry out for them. We war in the spirit. We travail on their behalf for the victory to come and be delivered at their door, to their house, to their address, with acceleration, as a package being delivered through FedExpress or FedEx or whatever mode of delivery, through UPS, through Amazon. We're so thankful and we're so grateful. Our hearts are overflowing with gratitude and praise. Oh, we cry out and we thank you. We thank you for restoring all to us, all that we have lost over time, all that has been stolen from us over time. We're so thankful that it's all being restored. It's all being recovered. We haven't truly lost anything, because everything that we have comes from you and you alone, Abba. From you alone, the Most High, El Elyon. We thank you for every good and perfect gift. We thank you for everything that we have. We thank you for our family, our friends, our neighbors, our associates, our business partners, our colleagues, and even new acquaintances. We're so thankful and grateful for everything given to us by you and you alone. We thank you for the dreams and the visions and the visitations, divine encounters and all of that. We thank you for giving us the interpretations to know what everything means, whether it be in waking life, whether it be in dreams or visions. We're so thankful and we're so grateful. Oh, we thank you for the mothers, the women that travail, the women who stand in the gap to make up the hedge, the watchers on the wall. We thank you for each and every one of them that are continuously stoking the flames and stirring and moving and sacrificing selflessly for their bloodline, for their love line, and even for strangers. We're so thankful that your love is bubbling up and overflowing within each and every one of us. We're so thankful that you gave us this story to share about Rahel, however her name is pronounced, the mother of Joseph, who went through much heartache, who went through many trials and tribulations and tests and storms, but yet she saw a victory. But yet she bore two sons who were anointed and appointed. Two sons that were different than the rest of the other children. Two sons, Joseph and Ben. You will have joy. You will have laughter. It will be yours. Keep speaking it out into the atmosphere until it comes into fruition, until it is manifested in this land of the living. Don't give up. Be bold. Be brave. Be courageous. Be strong. Continue to feed your spirits. Feed your spirits. Once you feed your spirit, that's it. You really don't need to do too much else. Once you fed your spirit, the rest of you will be taken care of completely. Always put our maker, our master, our ruler, the King of Kings, the name above all names, the most high above anyone else and everything else. And just know that we are blessed beyond measure. Blessings to each and every one of you. May our Maker, our Creator, the Most High, El Shaddai, El Elyon, Adonai, Yeri, our Provider, Rapha, our Healer, bless you and keep you. May our Maker, our Creator, shine upon you that glory, Shekinah glory, that diadem glory, and give you shalom and sweet sleep. Shalom Aleichem, beloved, and just know that you are loved. Peace is your portion because shalom is your portion. And when you have shalom, you have completeness in everything. You have all that you need. It's an all-inclusive package. Go forth and know that you are loved from above, from our Maker, our Creator, the Most High, El Elyon, and you are loved. You are loved, and you are not forgotten. So go and start that business, write that book, challenge yourself, do it. Regardless of what anybody else says or thinks, you will be victorious. Move in silence. Don't share with everybody and anyone else. Perhaps you're waiting and hoping for your Boaz to come in your roof, or maybe you're Queen Esther waiting for your king to come. Or perhaps you're neither one of them. You're Rebecca who's waiting for your husband to come. Love at first sight. Just you and him and none other. No others. Total dedication and loyalty to one another. Regardless of your love story. Celebrate love and know that love is the root. Love is the root. You will have that love fruit. So blessings to each and every one of you. Until the next time, shalom, shalom aleichem, sweet sleep. Have a blessed day. Always start your day with prayer. Always end your day with prayer and gratitude. Shalom.